Alright, last video, well, one of my last videos, I talked about Obama not being the Antichrist, which I still firmly believe. Now, there's a lot of talk going around about something called the New World Order and its connections with the Illuminati. Now, with that, I don't have any Bible scriptures or any kind of facts that support that the Illuminati or the New World Order does exist. I know that way back, I wanted to say it was in the 1800s, the Illuminati was supposedly killed off. Now, the Illuminati, when it was supposedly killed off, it was said that Illuminati was so in deep that there was no way to be sure that Illuminati was fully just killed. So now there's a lot of talk about this New World Order, and it seems to be a lot of talk from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know, I've heard Catholic Pope, talk about New World Order. I've heard, other countries talking about New World Order. You hear Obama talk about a new World Order. What is a New World Order? If you guys, feel that you have an opinion on this, feel free to comment down here. A New World Order, like I said in my video about Obama is not the Antichrist, but he's paving the way for the Antichrist to rise. Now, little did I know back then, a lot more people in power are starting to do that more. I didn't realize it back then, but now that there's a lot more talk about New World Order, you can see that a lot of people in power tend to use that phrase a lot. And all these people of power are paving the road to the Antichrist's rise. Now, the purpose of the New World Order, or known as the Illuminati, they seem to be hand in hand, or the same organization, just given a new name, because the Illuminati was supposedly killed off however many years ago. The New World Order's plan is to unite all countries into one country. Basically, one ruler, one person to oversee everything, one form of currency, one world, one nation. And you can see that people will start to talk about one currency going on. I don't know the specifics, but I know that some countries over in the East are starting to use more and more euros, so they don't have to convert money. So part of the New World Order's plan is to do one currency, so that everybody has that in common. And once that all these people agree, all the nations agree on one currency, you're going to want to come and start talking about one ruler, one person, one nation, and a world of peace. Now, I'm not going to quote this, but I want to say in the Bible it says that when you hear of war, do not be afraid, for the return is not close. But when you hear of peace, that's when you're supposed to be afraid, because then that's when the return of Christ is closer. That's when Antichrist is going to rise. So as people go on talking about war, I'm not afraid. But as people go on talking about peace, I get more and more scared, because that's basically what's going to help pave another road to Antichrist's lead. And supposedly the New World Order has a lot to do with that. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that the New World Order, who also seems to have some kind of relationship to the Illuminati, relationship to the Freemasons, are Satanism or satanic people. Their plan is to supposedly rule the world. Maybe not. Maybe it's just to control the flow of money, control the flow of government, um, which in some cases can be seen as controlling the world. But I don't see the New World Order being um, satanic. I don't see them being um, in any way, shape, or form related to Satanism. What I do see is that there was a set of people or one person who started the organization saying, hey, I want this to happen, I want this to happen. But what I do see is that things of the Bible, things of the Antichrist will come out of the New World Order if it is true, which I do believe so. There's just a lot of stuff that if you read on conspiracies, if you're a big conspiracy person, then you already know what I'm talking about. If not, if you're a skeptic, great. You have the right to your own opinion. But I mean, if you look at it, there's facts all over the place, symbolism all over the place, and people say, you know what, symbols to us have a different meaning to somebody else, to the person who put it there, but there's no real way to know what that symbolism was meant for. Excuse me, my dog is always my way. Lost my train of thought. But I don't believe they're satanic. But I believe the Antichrist will rise out of something as the New World Order, because that one ruler that they're striving for is going to be the Antichrist. He's going to be that person that everybody seems to love. He's going to be that person that's going to say, okay, no more fighting, no more hurt, no more pain. Let's do this now. Let's draw up this treaties. It's called world peace. It's called one nation, and that seems to be the goal of New World Order, is to have one nation, one country, one currency. That seems to be going on for many years. There's something I saw on the History Channel. You actually find it on YouTube. You look up Brad Meltzer and the Statue of Liberty. Now, in there, they talk about all of the different things of how the Illuminati is symbolized all over the corporate America, all over, television, entertainment, symbolism in buildings. I know that they said that there's a Rockefeller was a self-proclaimed Illuminati before he died. He said, "I am Illuminati." And in his building there seems to be a lot of symbolism and signs that point to things of Satanism or Illuminati. I know that he has a statue right in front of the Rockefeller building. I can't remember who it was. There's some kind of I want to say ancient Greece figure, and he's holding fire in his hand as he seems to be flying. And that symbolizes Lucifer, also known as the light bearer, they say. Now, here's where it gets confusing as to the New World Order being satanic or not. Okay, now, Lucifer is known as the light bearer. And Lucifer is supposed to be Satan. But, okay, now, if we look at the Statue of Liberty, you see her holding a pitchfork of fire, right? She's the light bearer, resembling Lucifer. Also, she's wearing a crown with 7 horns. Also, another sign of Lucifer or Satan. Now, in this movie or episode from Brad Meltzer's Decoded Statue of Liberty, they never really prove anything, but they got some good points. Now, towards the end, they talk to a professor where he does pull out something out of the Bible talking about Lucifer. But the thing is that in theology, Lucifer was known as the light bearer, not Satan. Now, was Lucifer the fallen angel? I don't know. Is Lucifer Satan? I don't know. Um, but there's just too many things in this world that are unexplainable, that people don't believe. And I believe that in Lucifer's symbolism in the world is due to Satan. It's not meant for someone who holds light and shows the way. But now that I think about it, it could be for someone who shows the way, but not the right person. The light bearer, Lucifer, is going to come in showing you the light. Satan's going to come in showing you the light. Supposedly the light saying, hey, one world order, one nation, one currency. And he's going to bring in this new light of hope. And maybe that's what Satanism thinks Lucifer is. He's going to bring in a new light of hope. The New World Order is something very confusing, something a lot of people talk about and are scared. A lot of skeptics don't believe that the New World Order is due to anything related religiously or satanically, because they think, if you can't see it, it's not there, it's not real. But, what I have to say to them is, you can't see love. You can't physically touch it, but it's there. You feel it. It's faith. You have faith that it's there. I mean, every skeptic said a fall in love once or twice. And we just gotta trust that something is there, even if it's bad, because we gotta be prepared for that. Now, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the New World Order. I want to know if you think it is tied to Illuminati, if it is tied to the Freemasons, if it is a plan to take over the world, if it is tied to Satanism, if not, what do you think on the New World Order? Now, some people who watch this are probably Freemasons themselves. Now, I'm not saying that Freemasons are Illuminati. Brad Meltzer made a good point in his episode of Decoded, said that now Freemasons were dated way back when, but Freemasons aren't totally Illuminati, possibly because Illuminati's goal was to infiltrate different organizations of power, different organizations, basically to be in there and spy and work their way up to a point of power position so they could make an impact on the world so they can do what they want. So I'm not meaning to offend any Freemasons, I'm just saying that, hey, it's very possibly that Illuminati is in Freemasons. I'm pretty sure Illuminati is in all of politics. I'm pretty sure Illuminati is, hell, who knows, one of our governors of any state could be Illuminati. Who knows? Now tell me what you guys think. What's your thought on the New World Order? What's your thought on Illuminati, Freemason, Satanism, Christianity, whatever, anything that ties to the New World Order, what you've heard going on in the New World Order. Let's hear about it, let's have a debate. I want to see your comments. I want to see what you guys come up with, and I want to see good points, and we'll argue those good points. So, there you go, New World Order.